Well, hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of The Land of the Giants, and if you thought last week's episode was big, this week's episode is simply giant. Luke Power plays his 300th career game this weekend, and we sat down with the 3-time premiership player and got his thoughts on the special occasion.
Ball back and somehow came to Luke Power. He's got no room to move. I tell you what, that's an outstanding goal from Power.
Ball up, opportunity for the Lions, close to their area, Power around the corner, magnificent little kick, nice wasn't it, he enjoys it.
Kick in the direction of Revo, Luke Power, a cracking mark with Revo bearing down on him.
Well, there you have it. What a special occasion it will be. Do make sure you get down to Manuka Oval in Canberra on Saturday to celebrate a true champion of our game. Well, speaking of the weekend's game, who will take on the Demons in round 21 of the 2012 Toyota AFL Premiership season?
Well, folks, round 21 and back down to Canberra. We're really looking forward to the weekend. Hope the weather is as good as it is here in Blacktown today. So the team to take on Melbourne, looking for a big performance from our young fellows. From the back line is Kennedy, Davis and Bunteen. The half back line, Hampton, Corns and Darley. The centre line is Scully, Power and Hoskin Elliott. The half forward line, Golds, Haynes and Edwards. The forward line, Smith, Folau and Adams. And the rucks, Giles, Miles and Green, with the interchange Phillips, Clifton and Dom Tyson and James McDonald making up the 4 of those boys, with the emergencies being Palmer, Wilson and Jack Hompsch. A couple of highlights, obviously the inclusion of our young guns, Green and Haynes, Taylor Adams, and of course Dom Tyson back after an absence since round 10 against the Cats, and fabulous for him to be back in the team. And of course the old faithful junior burger James McDonald, whose experience will be invaluable for us this weekend. Obviously the other huge highlight for us this week is the 300th game of Luke Power. An amazing achievement. I think he's the 66th player to have achieved that milestone in the history of the game, which is in itself just amazing. A real privilege for our club to have a player of his ilk playing with us, and particularly playing this milestone game, and really looking forward to making sure that the boys put up a good fist for Luke to enjoy his milestone with his teammates and also his family who are coming along to the game.
Will Hoskin Elliott was the star of the show last weekend on the Gold Coast. Let's take a look back now at his eye-catching display.
Now Scully, end over end ball, sloppy inside 50. It was really well done. Hoskin Elliott, that's something clever.
And then just a rush kick forward, but all about the quality of the pickup. Very clean from Hoskin Elliott to pick it up, one grab, the bouncing ball, and turn around onto the left foot and just slot it straight through the middle.
Moves the football forward. Here's Cameron. On the right boot, he sends it long towards goal. Which way will this bounce? Well, it holds up. Hoskin Elliott for 2 in a row. Sends it long. Folau is there. May win a mile too early. That is a free kick.
Let's go.
Advantage is paid. Hoskin Elliott walks in and kicks his 3rd.
And here they go through Kennedy, injecting some run. Will take a bounce, then he slipped over. It affected the handball. Treloar also lost his footing. He got it out the side. Edwards has to tug it left. Hoskin Elliott the one, and he marks.
Yeah, but that's a quality grab.
He goes round the corner and claps home number 4.
He can go here.
Miles found some space. Can go for home from 51. It'll fall short in the goal square. Guess who? Oscar Elliott has 5.
It's come in long here. There's 4 players around the ball, and well, might have been a shove with his body, his chest, just to get his opponent under the ball. Interesting to see another replay, but he has got a bag full, and he's been very impressive tonight. The youngster, Will Oscar Elliott, 5 goals, 16 disposals.
Time for a little bit of fun now on the show. Stephen Coniglio and Phil Davis are G1 and G3. They always have plenty of fun, and this week on the show, they take us inside the club and talk all things Luke Power.
Giants fans, another episode of G1 and G3 here, Phil. This episode is going to be about Luke Finger Power ahead of his 300th game.
So most of us have 10 normal fingers, or 8 fingers, 2 thumbs, but Luke's fortunate enough to on his left index finger only have half a finger. So
is he a player at the Giants or is he a coach?
What's it been like to know Luke? And obviously looking from afar when he was at Brisbane and now being his teammate, what can you say the differences between what you thought he'd be like and what he really is like?
Obviously Victorian boy, so lots of respect there. Yeah, just thought he was a good player, quality player and quality person, but as I've realised, he's not all that, is he?
He's a great bloke. Very first time I met him, introduced him to me, and he was just a great bloke. And then you get to know him, and he's actually pretty dirty.
He's got that smart humour, actually, Lukey. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, and then yeah, suddenly there it is, bang. And
that's that's probably been blown a little bit out of proportion. I'm pretty straight, and but I wouldn't melt in my mouth. I've never done anything to stitch anyone up in my life.
He's actually got the nickname around the club as Two-Faced Harvey Dent, obviously taking after Batman in the second movie there, so he's known as Harvey behind his back.
Here's another fun fact you may not know. I actually played at the same junior club as Bourne. As Luke, we played at the Bourne Junior Football Club. Not together, obviously. He was about 40 years in front of me.
Luke Power obviously talks about how much he loves Simon Black. He got to 300 games before Luke. And is that in the back of Luke's mind? Do you think he's thinking, I wish I beat Simon there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
No.
It would have to be a race, wouldn't it, between those two? And whoever got there first is obviously the cooler one as such in the relationship.
Yeah, it's happened all through my career. It's like I'm his bridesmaid. I'm every best and fairest. Every time something happens, every game where there's a best player, it's I guess I could half cop it. Because he's pretty genuine bloke and player. But what I can't cop is that I went up for his 300th game and he's not coming to mine. He reckons he's got to play that night. And that's a terrible excuse.
The 2002 Brownlow medal that you won, where's that sit in the
2002
Brownlow? You won that?
Brownlow medal? No, I think I came runner up to Blakey.
What does he think he is at the club? A player or a coach?
I think he thinks he's actually Gubby Allen of the club. He actually runs the
football manager.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a player.
If we have a recovery session, then I'm a coach player, and if we have a coaching meeting, I'm a player coach.
Enough of the mucking around. What are your top 3 career highlights? You've obviously 3-time premiership player. You've been a star of the competition. What are your top 3 highlights looking back in your career?
1, 2 and 3, yeah, the premierships, that's a bit serious, but I think the friendships you make out of the game. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to meet some of the best people that I've ever met in my life, through footy, and that's what it is to me, and hopefully there's a couple of highlights to come, mate.
Yeah, Luke, I'd just like to take this opportunity to tell you to kick short, all right? Just keep on kicking short, because, that's one of your great strengths.
We won't hold that against you, mate. You're playing your 300th this week. Congratulations, mate. You've been an inspiration to all of us.
You're a great bloke. Congratulations on your 300th game, and hopefully we can get a win for you, mate.
Congratulations on reaching that achievement, and I hope you have a good game.
Hopefully the fans, you enjoyed this episode. Give us some feedback on what you thought of it. But from my point of view, Luke Power, don't often say he was one of my all-time favourite players. Just, he was a midfielder. I don't really like midfielders that much, as you know, Stephen.
Another good episode, and it's fitting for such a great bloke as Phil just started. Over and out.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for on this week's show. For anything you've missed, make sure you do check out the website and also stay in touch with the club on Facebook and Twitter. Tune in next week when we step inside the land of the Giants once again. I'm Adam Santarossa, and I'll see you at the football.